I was really interested in data mining, analyzing large amounts of data, discovering patterns and trends. And at the same time, Larry joined Stanford, and he started downloading the web, which is the most interesting data you can possibly mine.
We didn't start out to do a search engine at all. In late 1995, I started collecting the links on the web, and we didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it.
Speed is always very important at Google. We want to make sure that Chrome executes as fast as possible, everything from the JavaScript engine to the renderer.
Building products for India first has helped us build better products for users everywhere.
At the end of the 20th century in 1995, Larry Page and Sergey Brin were downloading the whole Internet in order to understand how the Internet works. A few thousand miles away from California, India was about to change drastically in the next decade. For over 2 billion Internet users worldwide, Google is the synonym of the Internet, but the demography and the size of the Indian population are so huge that it was like both Google and India were made for each other. Google entered India in 2004 after 6 years of its establishment. Searches in India initially started in English, but soon it was expanded to Bengali, Hindi, Marathi, Tamil, and Telugu. In the early days of Google, Larry Page and Sergey Brin simply wanted to optimize search and make it easier for people to find the most accurate solution to their problems. But when they landed in India, they saw this opportunity to connect as many users as possible to the Internet. If we look back into the last 16 years, we find that a lot of it has already been done. Let's see how Google changed India in last 16 years. Not everyone knows the term search engine, but they know Google and use it as a search engine. For the first time in Indian history, the number of Internet users in rural India is more than urban users. India today has close to 700 million Internet users, and only 200 million access the Internet using English. That means close to 500 million Internet users use Indian languages to interact with content available online. 500 million, that's a lot. Only Google was able to invest resources on such a huge scale to make it possible for ordinary Indian to connect to the world through a screen. From $39 billion in 2017, the Indian e-commerce industry has grown to $120 billion in 2020. And that's not the end. The Indian e-commerce market is expected to grow to $200 billion in 2026. Google is the preferred search engine for over 93% of Indian Internet users, and it's no surprise that most e-commerce websites meet a majority of their customers through Google. It's not only about organic search results, but Google has also created the infrastructure for small and medium enterprises, allowing them to showcase their products to the very people who are specifically looking for it. Google was initially hesitant in showing ads claiming it to be evil, but after a long discussion, they came up with this idea of showing specific ads to users who might be interested in buying similar products based on their search queries. It changed the world of advertisement upside down, not only for customers but for the sellers. Sellers were now confident that their ads reach more and more people who are more inclined towards buying their products. This cuts their time and efforts short and allows them to come up with more specific sales strategies. Today, 26 million SMBs are now discoverable on search and maps, driving connections with more than 150 million users every month. With Google Reviews and Google Business Manager, Google ensures that customers have all the details about their seller before making any purchase, keeping the chances of any fraud to a minimum. There are more than 100 million online shoppers in India. With this increasing number of online buyers, there's another industry that has flourished manifolds in the last 2 decades. And that is the digital marketing industry. There are thousands of digital marketing agencies in India serving not only Indian but overseas clients. Thousands of people are employed as digital marketers, SEO specialists, content writers, PPC experts, bloggers, and many other names and designations. Organizations that don't hire a digital marketing agency often have an in-house team taking care of these operations. 3 decades ago, these jobs were unimaginable, but at present, there's a whole infrastructure built around the e-commerce market in India. When Google decided to come up with a browser, they not only wanted it to be a fast and user-friendly way to access websites all across the internet, but they wanted the Chrome to be more. They were preparing for a future where you could listen to songs, watch videos, and play games in a browser.
Today, most of what we use on a day-to-day basis are applications and not web pages.
People are watching videos, they're uploading videos, they're chatting with each other, they're playing games on the web. All of these things certainly never existed back when the first browsers were created, when the first web was created.
Today, Chrome is almost like your workplace. With one login to your Chrome browser, you can not only access your emails but your Google Drive, where you can store all your necessary files and access it from anywhere. Google realized the viability of this idea very early. As a result, for thousands of Indians, Google Chrome is no less than their office. The one revolutionary thing about Google is that they don't fear testing, trying, and acquiring new products if it suits their vision. In doing so, if any product doesn't work, they don't shy away from accepting their failure and pull the product out of the market.
ಸಂದಣ ಮೇರ ಬಗುವಾಗ ಪುತುರುಕ ಪು ಪರಿಕ ಪೋಗಿಲ ಮೋವಿ ಮೇನಾತೆ ಪಕ್ಕಿಲ ಮೋ